Wow, this thing is really aired out. Wow. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay.
This is a cold war. Do you know what you
Why so serious? Why so serious? What's going on, guys? Or what's going on, Serious Nation? It's your guy, Serious Mindset, and we are back with another video. How can you say something so regularly and then you just forget it? But nevertheless, I'm a little eat deprived or whatnot. But nevertheless, we have a problem. You can see by the title of the thumbnail, the wide body is leaning. It's leaning real hard. As you see, you got my brother El Fuush. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. His link will be in the description as well. But look at the wide body. I don't know if you guys can tell in the picture, but it is leaning towards the back, which is very concerning to me since I am a bag rider. So you can see this is high. This is high as well, or it's kind of dragging a little bit. And then of course the rear is leaning. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start the wide body. We're gonna see what the actual gauge and the pressure is reading, because it's just so alarming. We're gonna go ahead and start it. I gotta get something too for the stand, so I gotta finish my install actually. So we're gonna go ahead and start it up. Let's see. So we're gonna start it up. We're gonna see. Oh shoot, don't have a key. That's major embarrassing. Let me go get this key right quick. And now I want to take care of it because I really didn't want to start the car. We don't want to start the car. Not yet. Alright. Wow, this thing is really aired out. Wow. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, let me figure out what's going on. Wow, that's a problem. Let me go ahead and put this thing up, air it out, so I can put it on these jack stands and we can figure out what's going on. So just hold tight, stay tuned. We're gonna figure out what's going on. So I'm gonna take the tire off and I'm gonna walk you guys through what I'm trying to do to figure out what's going on, because that's zero, that's air out. Oh man, all these issues. All right, major league. Alright guys, so we got it as high as we can. I'm pretty sure the camera is about to die again. Mind you, I just can't keep a battery charged for nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing on jack stands. Let me see if I hear any hissing. I don't hear any hissing or whatnot. So the next step is to take off the wheel. So I need to take off the wheel. So we're gonna take off the spike lug. So I didn't make a video about this, but I also changed the spike lug. Tell me what you guys, put in the comments section, tell me what you guys think about this as well. The white tones, the white lettering, perfect, just perfect. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and take care of business. Let me go ahead and switch out this, switch out the actual battery, and then we're gonna go from there, guys. So stay tuned. All right, guys. So we are back. Fuush is currently putting in his deal. What's going on, brother? Oh man, great, brother. All right, so right now, tires off. As you see, spike lugs are right there, by the way. Now what I need to do is I need to get my Windex, because I'm a little agitated right now, because I don't know. Not only that, I don't have a wheel alignment. So the fact that I don't have an alignment right now is mind-boggling. But I do know in order to test this deal out. You know what's crazy? I barely drive this car in the rain and I already got corrosion. How bizarre is that? How do you have corrosion and you don't drive your car in the rain? That's crazy. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But that is the current connection coming out from above. Literally, it's straight above, right in this area. So this is not really a crazy like a crazy route. And just looking at it, matter of fact, let me get a light. See, this is the bad problems. Like when it rides, or not when it rides, but when it airs out, it's good, everything is gravy. But when it's problems like this, like it's literally like night and day, because it's a 24-hour when it's a 24-hour period. You guys seen it. It literally said zero. The pressure on that bag was zero. So it aired out. So something definitely is going wrong with it. So that's exactly what we're gonna figure out. I might have a leak there. I hope not, because if I do, I'm gonna have to take this whole assembly off. So I just hope I don't. I just hope and pray that I don't, because that would hurt my feelings. So let's get right to it. Spray some Windex, or you can use soapy water. I don't see anything, guys. I don't see anything. Or, oh, wait a second. Maybe right here. It's right there. No, that's not constantly bubbling. Okay, so the next point is to put air like right there. As you guys hear Fuush on the background. We gotta put, let me see. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, major leak. Major leak. Major leak, guys. We figured out the problem. Shit. Damn. I gotta take this whole. If I air it out, I can probably move. I think I can move the bag out. Dang. Alright, guys, so let me go ahead and get to that. Dang. I did not want to take this thing out, but you guys can see it. It's like right there. Straight bubble action. Straight bubble action. So let me go ahead and take this bag out and then tighten this deal down. So stay tuned. I don't know how. It's crazy. Okay. Alright, guys, stay tuned. Alright, guys, so I just did the bolt underneath. I had a bolt underneath with some flat washers, so that just came out. I aired it out. Now I can move it up, but I'm not gonna be able to get as much of it like this little swing arm that's like right here. So I'm trying to figure out the least possible way that I can go between taking the whole assembly off, because that's the whole thing, to avoid the whole assembly off, just to get to this this elbow right there. So I still have air inside the line, but air inside the tank. So I don't want to take a chance in pull it off and then some just pop off. So what we're going to do is we are going to, let me set up the camera here. And there probably might be a little bit of water sitting underneath at the bottom of the tank, which I find very hard and should not be, considering the fact the check valve. Yeah, anyway, that's another topic, another discussion. So we're gonna air this thing out. So gonna see if some water comes out. So it's recommended that you take out the, as you see, water, a little bit of water. So I aired this out yesterday for whatever reason. I just aired it out because I noticed the problem for the last couple of days. So yeah, there you go. Man, I do not. So, to be honest with you guys, as much as I love my wide body, I am not going to finish this tonight, nor do I feel like working on this tonight. I didn't have plans on doing that tonight. So, the next part of this video will be the next day of me working on the wide body. So, I appreciate you guys for watching, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so as you know, we are on day two of this thing leaning to the right, to the left, to the anyway. Watch this, But anyway, guys, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. So if you guys didn't know, yes, I installed my own airlift suspension kit. I am running the 3P. So I did come up with some, I guess, hypothesis. So if you guys don't know what a hypothesis is, it's an educated guess. So I think because I gave my line that I ran so much slack, that when I aired out, what I'm thinking is it kind of pushed it a little bit back. Because if you guys have never installed, or not never installed, but if you guys have airlines, those lines are very tough. And when I say tough, meaning like it's literally hard to move. It's probably gonna be my 5th time switching this battery. God bless. All right guys, stay tuned. We are back. So I went to go to Home Depot and pick me up a ratcheting tool, because the way, again, if you haven't seen that video where me installing it, and then I have my bro Fuush, which I greatly appreciate his help, because I don't think I would have finished it. I would have finished it, but it would have took some time. But without his help, to come by and pull down on the exhaust, and so needless to say, I have a ratcheting tool, because it's not the same size of the regular drill, because of the radius of the radius or the real estate of the area. So nevertheless, I'm gonna have to pull out my my air compressor. So that's gonna be pulled out. So we're gonna go ahead and set everything up. Thank you, buddy. Alright, and just like that, the bag is out. Alright, so the bag is out. So what I tried to avoid was loosening up the strut here, and then I took this off as well, to give myself a little bit more room to angle it out. Of course, I took the pin here, so it's not going to be too bad, considering the first time I couldn't even take this thing out. If you guys seen the install of the bags, I couldn't take it out by myself. So with the actual ratcheting tool, now since I positioned the bolt backwards, I was able to get it. So what I'm gonna do is, matter of fact, I'm gonna take out, and guys, the bag is from Universal Air. So they made a actual kit that fits with the adaptive system that I have. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off here, bolt screw here, and then we're gonna run air to it, and then we're gonna see if because that's Loctite, and that should have never happened. So that being said, let me go ahead and get to that. let's figure out. Yeah, so you guys can see, look, I can move this with my hand. So it did get a little loose, so I don't even have to do a test, but yes, it did get a little loose. So it's not anything wrong with the system. It's just the fact that, yeah, it was just loose. It wasn't tight enough. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean up the threads. So I'm gonna clean up the threads, and then I'm gonna tighten it up, and then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna put air in it, and I'm gonna see if any bubbles come out of the system. Now mind you, I think because of my line, if you look at this line, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but if you look at this line, it's too long. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop it off. I'm just gonna cut it off and maybe take about 2 inches off, because I don't need that much. And I did it for security purposes, but it seemed like the security purposes of it really loosened the, it just loosened it up. So let me go ahead and get that. And so we can get this thing installed, put the tire back on, and then see if it's gonna fluctuate. So I'm gonna do another test tonight once I get everything connected. I think I'm gonna go to the gym today too. So let's go ahead and clean up these threads, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna clean up these threads. So as you guys can see, I'm gonna clean up these threads with these bristles, and these are wire bristles. So I don't want to go too crazy, but I just want to clean it up because it's very apparent that these did nothing for literally nothing. So just go. I was debating between the thread locker, but thread locker is kind of just regular bolts, but since we're dealing with pneumatic, air, and things like that, which it says right here in there, it's pneumatic and hydraulic. So that being said, we are going to use this baby. As you can see, yeah, it can loosen up. So what I need to make sure is my turns when I'm tightening it up. Like, you don't want to go too extreme on the turns from what I've been told, but so I'm a hand tighten it. Hand tighten it. Right? Doing right. So I'm gonna do a full turn. Now mind you, if I go too much, then I might subject to compromising the bag. I did a full turn. As you guys can see, I got down to right around the original locker, because you can see the little debris. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and connect it. So I'm gonna connect the line to it. And I'm gonna run air to it, and then we're gonna see if this thing bubbles up. Right now we're at 114, around 114. So we're gonna air out the rear. See how quick that thing? You see how quick that was? This is my first time doing it. My heart is beating fast. I didn't expect that to happen. It's like an experiment. All right. That's at 85.99. So what I want to do is I want to do another test. I think I can spray it on there since you know, just Windex, so soapy water. So we're gonna see. So it's at 38 psi, right? So we're gonna do another soapy test. The bubbles that you do see are the bubbles that are just sprayed, but you don't see no consistent bubbles coming out of the actual bag itself. So it looks like that was the issue. It did loosen up, and then I did a full turn. So nevertheless, I mean, we're good to go. So the next thing is just basically putting everything back together. So I'm gonna go ahead and so in order for you to get this airline out, you have to clear out the tank. The tank has to be exhausted. Yeah, we're good. But we're gonna set everything at 125 psi. I'm gonna set it at 125 psi. Everybody's gonna be at 125. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna set this, and then we're gonna see how much the rear right pressure drops. So what I'm gonna do is after that, I'm gonna do a recal of all my height dimensions. So I had already written everything down. A good note is so right now, as you know, my front right is the pressure is different from the front right. So I still have to get on the front right to figure out what's going on, because as you see, so I don't know if you guys can see that. So 122 and 29, that's a big difference. So I don't know if you guys experienced that before, if you've ever been on bags, but as you see, I got my presets already there. For my high, I have to go back and set up my high, because that don't make sense, because my low is 122, 131, and then my high can't be 109. But I'm gonna go through and check through that. But nevertheless, we're gonna continue the video. This gonna be right, you guys gonna see it, but for me it's gonna be the next day in the morning. Right now it's 9:08. So we just gonna go through and we gonna check. Yes, the date may be off, so don't pay attention to that. Watch serious. Alright guys, just like that, as you see, it is daylight outside. We gonna get in this thing and we gonna see what we got. So now we're gonna see how much the pressure has dropped, if there is any drop. I hope not. Of course, you don't never hope pressure to drop. So there is a slight drop. So I don't know. So it's not bad, but it is noticeable. So it's a 7. Now it's 7. So it's a 7 psi drop. So I don't know if it's something particularly wrong with that bag per se, but that's one of the ways. I'm gonna cut it off. But that's guys, that's one of the ways where you can check to make sure you check the efficiency of your actual bags or whatnot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call Universal Air, because of course that's where I bought my bags from, and then I'm gonna ask him a question, see if they can actually send me out another bag, if it might be that, because it seems like it might be that. But guys, I appreciate you guys for watching throughout the whole video, watching the entire video. I know it's so lengthy, but you have to get intuitive with these types of things, because it's all safety. Everything is safety, considering the fact that you're driving. I'm sorry guys, I'm rubbing my eyes, man. I've been up all night. Considering the fact you're going to be driving, so you know, driving on bags. So if that bag pop and that thing just, you know, that's literally the left side like that just sagging. So that's a safety issue. So nevertheless, guys, you know, if you guys have any questions, or you guys got any insight or any idea, as you guys saw me like hand tighten it and then do a full turn, I think I probably was supposed to do another half turn with it or whatnot, but I did put some thread locker on it. So it's just something that I'm just gonna have to watch out for. But nevertheless, guys, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you guys for watching the whole entire video. Serious Nation, we are on our way to 5K. It's amazing. Make sure you drop that fire emoji right after Watch So Serious. I greatly appreciate it. But nevertheless, stay serious. Watch So Serious.
This is a cold war. Do you know what you
Watch So Serious.